Soccer, basketball, baseball, and the like are popular all around the world. Looking for something a bit different? This video will explain 10 unusual sports that you may or may not have heard of. These unusual sports are often violent, painful, or both. Some of them are takes on other sports, while some are completely original. After watching this video, there may be some new sports that you want to try out. So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's embark on this unforgettable journey together. Hey, thrill seekers and adrenaline junkies! Welcome to another exciting video of Extreme Sports Odyssey. Today, we are diving headfirst into the weird and wonderful world of unusual sports that are sure to leave you in awe and shock. So fasten your seatbelts, because we are about to embark on a wild ride.
Okay, let's play a different game.
1. Quidditch on the ground. Our first stop takes us to the heart of competitive wizardry. Or should I say, Muggle Quidditch. Fans of Harry Potter may be annoyed with the labeling of this sport as unusual, but think about it. In the books and later, the films, Quidditch is a magical game that takes place in the air. Imagine the magical game from Harry Potter stripped of its flying broomsticks and played on the ground. Teams of 7 players astride non-magical broomsticks, frantically chasing the quaffle and dodging bludgers while hunting down the elusive golden snitch. The intensity is palpable and the skill required is beyond imagination. We couldn't resist joining in the action and testing our Muggle skills against these determined players. 2. Frag Ball, where mayhem meets sports. Next up, brace yourselves for a brutal and electrifying mix of basketball, wrestling, and rugby known as Frag Ball. This Russian sport leaves no room for the faint-hearted, as players vie for control of the ball and wrestle opponents with no holds barred. We witness former UFC champion Khabib Nurmagomedov demonstrating his warrior spirit on the court, showing us why this game is not for the weak. 3. The Red Bull Soapbox Race. Get ready for a barrel of laughs and nail-biting moments at the Red Bull Soapbox Race. The Red Bull Soapbox Race hosts several races around the world. Handcrafted vehicles, engineered by creative minds, hurtle down a hillside, navigating obstacles, and attempting death-defying jumps. Not all contestants are engineers, so the vehicles are prone to crashes, toppling, or breaking apart to the entertainment of spectators. Contestants are judged for their soapbox's creativity, a pre-race performance, and their race time. Therefore, speed is not everything, and creativity plays a massive role. Contestants often design their vehicles based on themes from pop culture or history. Of course, the contestants dress up to look the part too. Some racers' creations are pure genius, while others, well, let's just say they'll need a lot of duct tape and glue for the next round. 4. Cheese Rolling Madness. What's cheesy, fast, and absolutely insane? The Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling Race, of course. We head to Gloucester, England, where contestants sprint downhill, chasing a hefty wheel of double Gloucester cheese. But beware! This race is no walk in the park. Participants tumble and flip like acrobats gone rogue, while rugby players lie in wait at the bottom, preparing for the inevitable crash landings. Broken bones and bruises may be common, but the thrill of the chase keeps them coming back year after year. 5. Underwater Hockey, the aquatic battle. Hold your breath. We take a plunge into the world of underwater hockey, a mesmerizing sport combining swimming, hockey, and strategy. This unusual sport is a 6 versus 6, without goaltenders, and takes place in a pool. Teams battle it out in a pool, pushing a weighted puck toward the opponent's goal using a one-handed stick. Oxygen tanks are nowhere in sight as players rely on their lung capacity to stay in the game. Players wear fins for mobility, masks to see underwater, and thick latex gloves to protect the hands from the pool bottom. This must be a difficult spectator sport, as it is already hard enough to see underwater. The underwater ballet and fierce competition leave us in awe, wondering how they manage to pull off such incredible moves. 6. Feral Jupin, defying gravity in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands, we witness the art of feral Jupin, or canal jumping, where daredevils attempt to leap across a muddy canal using a swinging pole. The sport takes place at a location with a muddy canal. Players try to jump as far as possible from one side of the canal to the other without getting wet and muddy. In the canal, there is a pole with a flat round bottom that can swing when weight is applied. The pole is typically 12.5 meters long. Contestants get a running start before jumping onto the pole. As the pole is swinging toward the other side of the canal, contestants try to climb as high as they can on the pole before dismounting safely to the other side. This spectacle is a true test of skill, strength, and sheer bravery. Success means staying dry and receiving cheers from the crowd, while failure leads to a muddy bath and a dunk in the canal. 7. Ear pole. The ultimate test of endurance in Alaska. We encounter the traditional Inuit game of ear pole, a contest that requires immense pain tolerance. Ear pole is a traditional Inuit game that is entirely about pain endurance. Competitors face off, connected by a string looped around their ears. The goal is to endure the pain and keep pulling until the string disconnects from the ear. It's not for the faint-hearted, and blood and tears are not uncommon. Ear pull can cause damage to the ear. Ear pull would fall into the category of a game that some would not like to try, but your mileage may vary. We admire the participants' grit and bravery, but this is one challenge we'll gladly pass on. 8. Death diving. Defying gravity with flips Norway introduces us to the nerve-wracking death diving, or DDSing, where competitors leap from a 10-meter high platform and attempt to hold a pose in the air before crashing into the water. This sport is pure entertainment, but is not one for the faint-hearted. The flips and twists are awe-inspiring, but the risk of belly flops is enough to make us quiver with fear. Kudos to these daredevils for pushing their limits and entertaining us with their incredible aerial stunts. 9. Bossa Ball. The fusion of sports. Bossa Ball is the ultimate party on an inflatable court. Combining volleyball, soccer, gymnastics, and capoeira, this game demands acrobatic flair and impeccable teamwork. The sport is played on an inflatable court with a net in the center. There is a small trampoline on either side of the net. Teams get 5 touches to get the ball over the net. There are different scoring zones, with more points awarded when the ball is scored in the opponent's trampoline. There are also different ways to play the ball, volleyball style and football style. It can be played volleyball style with the hands or football style with any other body part. With players defying gravity, we groove to the beat of the samba, mesmerized by the thrilling action unfolding before our eyes. 10. Botashi. Capture the flag. Japanese stylier. Final stop takes us to Japan, where we witness the epic battle of Botashi, which is somewhat similar to capture the flag. Picture 150 vs. 150 players in a frenzied contest to bring down a vertical wooden pole. Mayhem ensues as attackers use ingenious tactics, from human catapults to brute force, to topple the pole. Cadets at Japan's National Defense Academy take part in this game, setting a high bar for toughness. To top it off, the whole thing typically takes 90 seconds to 2 minutes before a draw is declared. This game defines the spirit of teamwork, endurance, and sheer madness. What an adrenaline-packed adventure it has been, exploring these unusual and extreme sports from around the globe. From the ground-based Quidditch to the gravity-defying death diving, each sport has left us in awe of the human spirit and thirst for excitement. So, until our next thrilling escapade, remember to stay curious, stay daring, and keep exploring the extraordinary world of extreme sports. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for captivating content, exciting adventures, and valuable insights delivered right to your feed.